Alright, so so now that the car is on jacks, or now that the car is on the jack stand, what I'm gonna do is you have a couple bolts on the side and a couple bolts up top, right? And then I think there's 2 10s right on each side. And then you have another piece of the headlight sticking out right here. And I think this is a 7. It looks like a 7 or an 8. So we'll figure that out. And some bolts underneath the bottom. So what I'm probably gonna do is see if I can start on that side first. Once I start on that side, we're gonna turn the wheel inwards and then see if we could remove all those screws. And then we're gonna do the ones on the bottom. And then we're gonna do the one over here. You can do it in any way, because personally it just looks simple, because we can even start by taking these ones off up top. But I'll probably just leave these last, because once I take the 10 from right here, or what I'll probably do, I'll start with a 10 on this side and then hop on the other side. So what I'm gonna do is start with the 10. So on this side, there's a 10mm bolt right here. So what you gotta do is, I got a extension, I gotta push through right here and go behind this piece of metal right here for the fender, and then so I could get to that 10mm bolt. Alright, so this is the first one that I'm currently getting out. Alright, so it's out. Alright, I'm just trying to make sure I don't drop the screw. Alright, so that's the first one. On that side, we're gonna move onto the other side. And that 10 is just to loosen this piece from the fender, because this piece is the bumper. So we're just remove it. It's now loosened from the fender itself. So now I'll move to that side and do the same thing. have the second one. All right, so that's done. Now, my next thing is what I'm gonna do is turn, since the cameras is over there, I'm gonna turn this wheel to the left, and then we could start pulling out the liner from that side, and then we keep moving. And this is another reason why I put the car on jack stands, so it's easier to move the wheel around and to get it done. All right, so for the liner, I think these looks like T. All right, so this is a T10. This is a T15. All right, so the T15 works. So got one on that side. Second one. Third one. All right, I think that should be it. I could be right, but also can be wrong. I think there's one more. All right, so there's one more here. So right here, there's another bolt. So that looks like it looks like a 7. Let me see, what's this, a 7? All right, yeah, so that is a 7. I think it's only one I need to remove, hopefully. If not, I might need to remove 2, but let's hope it's just that one. And she kind of had this hanging, so I probably could remove, when I'm removing the whole thing down at the bottom, because now I should have space, all right, to go behind. All right, so okay, so now y'all could see we're behind here. So now, to get the bumper off, I want to see. So you have one bolt up top right here. That's one. Doesn't look like there's any more. Yeah, it only looks like it's just that it doesn't look like any more should be there. Because that screw hole is empty. All right. All right, so I'm gonna remove. Let's see. So I'm gonna remove this top one right there. I got my light just died. All right, my light just died. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find y'all another light. All right, so that's the one up top. All right, so that just all right, there feels like another screw there. All right, I got some extra light to see what's going on. All right, it doesn't feel like another bolt is there. So we should be good. So now I'm just gonna take the rest of use the 7 and take all the bolts off on the bottom of the bumper. And then we're just gonna do it all the way till we get to the other side. And once we get to the other side, then we're gonna do the same thing, remove the liner from here. Once we remove the liner, and then we go up top next and see if we could get the bumper off. All right, so even though we're racing against time, we still got, what is it? We still got an hour and 42 minutes. So I'm seeing how much I could get done. While pushing. So let's keep moving. So this one, second little one to come out. Yeah, this one is just spinning. I'm trying to look at to see if I need to take out the whole thing. The white car is outside. I'm just working on this for somebody. All right, what I'm trying to look at to see, it's a whole bunch of bolts that run all the way across, and my other impact is, so what I'm thinking is, instead of taking all the bolts that comes all the way around, I could just take off the middle ones and then just get it out the way. So I should be able to take the bumper off faster versus pulling all these bolts on the bumper. And it looks like it's also missing some. So let me see if I could do that instead of, well, the only thing is I got one right here that is stuck and don't want to come out. So if I could get that one out. All right, so I finally got it out. Yeah, what I'm making sure I do, I put them in order so I kind of know exactly how to put them back. Yeah, but this was coming off, so when I'm putting back the bumper on, I gotta make sure I put it on properly for her. So, because some of these plastic pieces here, I just probably might take out all of them. It's probably gonna take a while, so let me just keep moving. Yeah, my impact is on the charger, so that's why if my impact wasn't on the charger, I would have been moving fast. You don't have to take out all of them, but because some of them is just connected to this plastic plate piece on the bumper. The ones that I'm taking out that's connected to this, the bumper, is the ones that for the little plastic pieces that I see coming off. So I'll try to fix it for her as well, so it's not hanging. All right, I got like 2 more left, and then we move on to the next thing. So give me a second. I'm almost done. All right, cool. I'm done with that last one. So what I gotta do now is the white car. The only thing that's left on it to fix is the, what you call it? No, I'm actually getting it inspected tomorrow as well. All right, looks like my other light is dead as well. It's been a while since I worked on anything in the garage. So that's probably a valid reason. All right. So on the other side, we took these 3 out. So I'm gonna just do the same thing on this side. Yeah, but for the white car, I have the only thing that I have left, I need to get it inspected tomorrow. So I'm working on that. But I'm also thinking not to get it inspected because I was thinking I still need to fix get the power steering program. So since I got back to the States, I kind of haven't got any chance to touch that car yet because I've been getting calls to help people fix a couple things on their car, because I think the last time I did a live, when I think it was last week Saturday or Monday, I think it was, if it's not this month, no, it's not last week Monday, had to do fix just some wiring issue on a Ford Focus. So I'll have that video dropping, I want to say maybe Friday, maybe Saturday. I'll have that video release for y'all to see. But I kind of had to help her out with that because her car was giving issues. It didn't want to start. All right, so now I'm pulling out two or three bolts on this side on the corner because the liner and the bumper are together. So I'm gonna do that real quick. And then remember what I said earlier, once I take the bumper off, I'll see if I can actually get the, once I get the bumper off, I'll see if I can get all the plastic pieces fixed for her. So she don't really have to worry about that, it hanging and all of that. All right, that's the other one. I think those ones are stuck in. I think these screws are stuck in the bottom part of the bumper. Yeah, so yes, as I got back to the States, I've been kind of busy, so I have a good amount of content for y'all, because I think I just dropped the content with me working on the G35 in Japan for one of my friends, so helped him out with that. And I think I'm gonna have that Ford video for y'all. All right, I think that is it. I think I have everything on the bottom ready to go. Now, back like on this side again, what we're gonna do is we're gonna move the liner. All my lights are dead, but remember what I said about the other side, where you have to, there's a bolt right up top. It's another 7. And I think once you get that one off, that should be it. And then we just take the other ones off up top. I'm gonna kind of have to shift y'all out the way because y'all kind of in the way. All right, so that one is out. All right, cool. I'm gonna push my hand back here because I'm not 100% sure if there's another thing that I need to remove back here. So I just wanna make sure so I don't break anything on her car. Feels like there's something else there. Trying to see. Yeah, it feels like there's 2 more screws there. All right, so I'll let the light charge for a while. What I'm gonna do in the meantime is pull these ones out and get everything ready. So I don't know if it kind of feels like somebody did work on this car before. But some of the bolts are kind of mixed. I don't know. Yeah, so these up here is T15. Does it look like I need to take out these ones? But we'll see. That one doesn't look like it needs to come out. The rest of them do though. Because that one doesn't look like it's holding on to anything. All right, this looks like it's a smaller, that doesn't look like it's a T15. This one looks like it's a T10, see? So this is kind of, because the rest of them are T15 it looks like. On that one turn. Yeah, because that size is T10 or T15, but this is a T10 that I'm using for these. So I don't know if someone probably removed this bumper before. All right. All right, so I just gotta check the sides one more time and make sure I get all the bolts out, because the last thing I want to do is to break a bracket or something. So I'm just slowly gonna just kind of move the bumper around just to see. Because it feels like there's a pin there on one side. All right. So it looks like there should be 2 screws in there, but this side is empty. So there's no screws on this side. So this side is kind of empty. I don't know if I could fit. Trying to see if I could fit something behind it right here. Yeah, because there's the brackets there. I'm just trying to figure out what's holding on to the bracket. So this side don't have the 2 bolts, but the next side has 2 bolts. All right, so I'm gonna go get my light gloves and some other set of lights just to kind of see what's going on. All right, so I'm gonna try to use these and see if, since my other lights are dead, then I'll try to use this to help me. Because honestly, the only thing left is for us to just basically take the bumper off the car, and then we get to the headlights and start on those next. And then once we get that done, then we pretty much could start getting everything ready to be done. All right, so I got 2 options here. I could see if I could take the bracket off. So let me see. I'm gonna see if I could get a ratchet and wrench, or just hey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You know, share this with your friends, your family, and guess what? The haters as well, they love us. All right, I'm gonna try the 10 to see if that's the other one for the bracket. All right, so for the bracket, I can't even get my wrench on it. I don't know. Doesn't move it. Honestly, it looks like there's something holding it. So this side, they don't put no screw in it. Just gotta make sure. Alright, yeah, so they took the screw out. Why? Alright, so there probably should be 2 more tenant in there, but they took the screw out for some unknown reason. Yeah, there's no screws on this side. So on the other side, there's probably 2 screws under the bracket. So I'm gonna go over this side and see if I could take those 2 screws out first, and then I'll go back on that side and attack it. I'm not sure if those screws are 10. All right, so I'm gonna get an extension. So those 2 screws in the bracket, once I get it out, I'll show you. All right, so yeah, you got 2 more screws in the bracket. So I just got one out. Trying to see if I could get the next one out. The other side, I don't see those 2 screws in the bracket. So, and this is the second one. And I kind of want to make sure I take my time still. All right, so those two screws are out. I think I might just have to just take the bracket off. Honestly speaking. But I don't know how I'm gonna get my socket on it. Yeah, because my sockets are too long to get in between that right there. Let's see if I can find a 7. Yeah, I don't think I got nothing to, I don't have nothing that's small to pull that last one off. Yeah, I don't have any small. I don't have any small. Have this, so I'll see if I could use this. I think it just pops out. I think I gotta just lift the clip or the bumper off the bracket. Yep, that's all you gotta do. Lift the bumper off the bracket. So push up, pull out. So this side is off. Now we gotta do the next side. So push up, pull out. All right. Now, since that's done, we could slowly start pulling the bumper off. All right, so there's a little clip. All right, so there's a little clip behind here. You gotta remove that, so that's one. And then we'll move the other one from that side. It kind of clips in. So I'll just get a flat head. Just slightly push up. All right, this side comes out. Just take your time, it's not hard. And then you could just basically pull out. On that side. All right, so now I'm just kind of like looking over to make sure everything is loose. So before I start like tugging on it really hard, I just want to make sure that everything is ready to be separated. All right, feels like I missed something right here. Hold on. All right, feels like that's good. All right, so that same one that I said looks like it wasn't connected to anything. Actually, it looks like it has to come off. All right, so we're about an hour in. Okay, so bumper is off. The crash bar just basically fell off. I'm gonna bring my stand and rest the bumper on it. She doesn't have no sensor in the front, so I don't need to disconnect any sensors off the bumper. So that is good. But as y'all could see, the little absorber fell off. So, but let's keep moving. So we get this out of the way. All right, so now that's out the way. Now just replacing the headlights. All right, so this just simply should go back on. Looks like it doesn't really want to stay on. All right, cool. So now that we have everything off, the next thing is we're gonna turn our attention to is this headlight. I can see one screw right here, one right here. That's two. And one down here. All right, so for the bracket, I was talking about the bracket earlier, but this is the the bolt that I was trying to get to. But what I realized, the bracket's already, it clips the bumper in, but this side didn't have no screw on both sides. So I could probably find two screws, 7mm, and put it on. All right, we're gonna take this headlight out first and put the new one in. And I'm kind of jumping, but what I should do for 1 second is stop and see if I could disconnect the headlight. So the headlight connection is way back here, so I'll probably just have to pull out the headlights still, and then once I finish pulling out the headlights, then I could start removing the wires. Well, this is not even connected to anything. It's kind of weird. Yeah, The bottom side, look, the bottom side of the headlight's not connected to anything. That the bracket though, I could take the bracket off. Let's hold on. So, see that one connector right there? So all you gotta do, okay. I think all you gotta do is pull up, but there's so much mud. All right, hold on, let me get a screwdriver. I should be able to just push it up. So I'm pushing up and down just to see, get all this mud off. All right, now I gotta pull it back up. Still don't want to come off. All right, so there's a little clip inside. I'm gonna just pry up on it and then push it off. So that's another way how to do it. You just go in between and pry it off this little piece right here. All right, I'm gonna put so this is the bad one. As you can see, the damage right here. So we're gonna put the other new one in and go from there. What I wanna see though, connector is good. Yeah, she just probably might need to get like a engine washer. So it's a whole bunch of sand. But I mean, that's kind of to be expected in Arizona. All right, I'm gonna put the new one in. All right, so for this piece right here, the other light that wasn't connected to this bracket right here. So I'm gonna see if I can find because this was empty. So I'm gonna see if I can find a, what is it, a 7 out of, we had a whole bunch of screws from when we basically remove all the parts from the Ford Escape. So let's see if I have any 10s, no 7s. Seven. Let's say this looks like a 7. All right, cool. So I'm right. See if this could fit. All right, so that could fit. So I'm gonna use this 7, and then I'll probably look for a couple more, because I know she needs 2 more for the brackets right here. So I'm gonna see if I can find 2 more for her. If I can't, I just can't, but I'll try. So that's 1. Find another one, that's 2. Found it. So what I'll probably do is use these two for right here, and then this one that has a bigger washer, I'll just put it right here for the bracket. Yeah, so that's why it's, when you break some cars down, it's good to keep the parts. So now I just gotta take so this is the bracket that I'm talking about. So now I just gotta take this bracket off. All right, take this bracket off. So as you can see, came from right here, and it goes like this. So that's off. So the reason why I make sure to still keep the plastic on, because I really don't want to scratch the brand new headlights. All right, so I don't have to tighten it down all the way. So I'm gonna put back this one on, clip it in, and lock it in place. So that one's locked in place. All right, so the bracket right here. Oh, okay. So this bracket right here, what it is for, And what they didn't do, the bracket has a slot for the headlight as well. And because it's not broken, honestly, that's what it looks like. Yep. So a piece of this bracket, so the bracket holds onto the headlight. So now we should be able to get it back in perfectly. All right, cool. All right, before I set up everything back correctly, I'm just gonna put it in so it holds on a little bit. Because I really don't want it to do a whole bunch of moving. I'll just put one right here and one on the other side. All right, so I'm not tightening anything yet. I'm just leaving that. So we're gonna head over to the other side and do that as well. All right, so as I said, you got one right here, one right here. And what we just found out, you got the one right here by the bracket. So we can take that one out as well. And then this one right here. So maybe that one on that other one, maybe because that, I don't know if they hit something. So that's probably why it's, that kind of broke the housing in a sense. All right, so we got 1, 2, 2. 3, and the last one would be 4. I gotta make sure I got a flathead close by, just in case if that one gives me any issues when I try to remove it. Here. I honestly think, yeah, she didn't really need to buy 2. She could have just kind of got this one cleaned up, but since she wanted to change both of them. more stuff. So lift this up. All right, so this one looks like it's so close. All right, so this one kind of looks like it's gonna give a little bit of issue. Hold on. Look at the other headlight or something. All right, let's just use a screwdriver to push it back. All right, so that with that little piece inside, we'll just get a flat head to just push it up a little bit, not trying to break it. All right, let's push it up a little bit, and you just slowly slide it off. All right, so this is, that's what I'm saying. This, I just think you just could have just only replaced the bulb. Because I 100% think that's the only thing it needs, just to replace the bulb. But, all right, so this is the other one. All right. That wasn't pushed in. Yeah, so this might just need a little engine wash. One that's plugged in, that's plugged in. All right, cool. Now, just gotta put that other headlight in. Let me see if I can find the other piece. All right, so I'm taking this little pin off the whole headlight. This little pin right here off the old one, and then so I should be able to put it on the new one. so I gotta do the other one. Take the other one off the other headlight. So all you gotta do is slide it up. They didn't even make this one. All right, that is on. I'm gonna plug it in, and then I'm just gonna screw one up top, or one up top and one over here and one over here. All right, so that's plugged in. That's one side. That's the other. All right. Let's put one right here so it doesn't go anywhere. And then we're going to test these headlights, see if they work. All right, these are on. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me go grab another battery for the GoPro. All right, I'm back. All right, so the headlight is in. I just basically put it where I just want to see everything. So we're gonna go in the car, see if we turn it on, and see if both headlights will turn on. So hope y'all could see both headlights. Give me 1 second. All right, so that one turned on. And this one turned on. They still look dull. So this is on, and the other one over there is on. So they got a little brighter, I would say. What? Ain't nothing different. All right, I'm just checking. Make sure everything works. Okay, so that, see, just to make sure that is flashing. Sure her four-way flashers are working. All right, cool. All right, well, so that's about it. The lights are working. And the parking lights are on. All right, cool. So that is everything that needs to get done. That is everything that needs to get done. Next thing what I need to do is going to remove the plastic off. Once I remove the plastic off, we just basically start putting everything back together. The bumper, I just gotta look at some stuff and make sure all that plastic piece is in. And then so we have less stuff to worry about when putting it on back. Yeah, the only thing is I got some extra screws because I realized this side didn't have some screws. So I got some extra screws. We gotta put one right here and should be two for the bracket and then the other one. So just remember that when you're taking the bracket off, before you even touch the headlight, you have one up here, one right here, one right here, and the other fourth one would be right here, and that's the bracket. So that's all you need. I think this one probably shifted due to if she hit something or what, but what I'm gonna do is take like a 10-minute break, and then I'll probably come back, hit the live again if y'all want me to, and then see if I could just put back everything together. But I'm pretty much done. Like, I honestly feel like this shouldn't take me more than 30 minutes, honestly. So with the time that we're working with, now it's what, 10:34, and we have 26 minutes and 45 seconds left. So 26 minutes, 45 seconds, or 30 something seconds. So we still could push through and put everything back together and see if that could complete the 2 hours of me working on this car. So all right, I'm gonna just stand here, grab some water real quick, and we just start pushing to do the rest of this stuff and get it out of the way. Don't forget, make sure you share the video. Make sure you like the video as well. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, we're gonna see if we could push through my time. See if I don't want to go over 11 o'clock. So let me stop drinking water. And start wrenching away. So just want to make sure this is in its good spot. Where's the extra screws that the extra screws that I found is down here. So I'm gonna put that one in right there and start. All right, let's see. we have, so we have 25 minutes and 7 seconds left to get this done. So we're gonna push through and go. So let's go, let's get to it. All right, so I'm gonna do it, work on this side, because I'm wondering if something is bent on this side. That is why they have a couple of the bolts. They didn't put back some of the bolts in. So we'll hop on this side. Since this side wasn't got damaged from the accident or anything. So we'll do that. All right, I just wanna put that little piece on because so I don't nothing rubs up to it or scratch it or anything. So I want to try to avoid that as much as possible. tighten it a little bit too much. Just kind of want to make everything a bit loose so I can make sure that everything goes back on correctly with nothing, and not have to force anything. Plastic, so I'm not going to tighten it too hard. All right. All right, cool. All right, so this side is on. Headlight's completely in. Wires in. All right, so that side we gotta remember, we gotta take it on the other side. We gotta take it back off because remember we didn't remove that little clip. So we have that to do right now. Yeah, so the clip, we need to remove this clip. Pull up, push up, and then all you gotta do, push up and pull down. Push up, pull down, so that is out. Push up, pull down. All right, we gotta take this back out. Found it. Woohoo! Alright, take this one out. Alright, so this is already on and I locked it in place. See, it's not going anywhere. So all I gotta do is push this up, clips in, then push this back here. Yep. It's all the way in. And then we could start putting our headlights back inside. Yeah, I think maybe something probably had bent over on this side. All right, cool. I'm not trying to put this one on too tight yet, because yeah, I'm not gonna put that one on too tight yet. I'll put the bracket on now. Alright, so that's how it should be. Alright, that screw can't work. So I think that's how it should be to push it up a little bit. Alright, so this one is back where it needs to be. Now I'm gonna screw this one in to kind of tighten it, but as I said, I'm not going crazy on the plastic pieces. And then don't forget our bracket right here. So don't forget our little bracket right here. And then you have a little pin. So what I do is just push it up like this first, and then make sure it's over the pin. Then I can start screwing that in. Like this arm's about to go up. Like I said, I'm not gonna go too crazy because that's plastic. All right, so that's good. It's tight, tight, tight. Hold on. Turn, it's tight. So that's all. 1, 2. I'm gonna do one's up top. Gotta do one's up top now. Don't go too crazy. Alright, so that's it for the headlight. I'm gonna move on to the bumper just to check a few little things and then come right back. All right, there's a section on our bumper. So this is a piece on our bumper. This is the little plastic piece that I'm talking about that looks like it's falling off. So I just gotta make sure it's down. And then I probably just gotta put the screws back in, and that's what I'm gonna do, put the screws back in. But you can see right here, our bumper is basically kind of falling off. So I'm gonna see if I could push these pieces in. Let me see if there's anything else she's missing. Yes, just need to push these pieces in. So let me do this side first. Looks like it doesn't want to stay. Oh, this looks like it broke off completely off the bumper. I mean, the only other thing I could think of doing is the only other thing I could think of doing is put the bumper back on and then slowly pushing these sides in, because that's the only other thing else to actually do. Most of it looked like it kind of broke under. I think since it's been like this so long, it kind of like the plastic doesn't even want to go back into its original spot. Yeah, I think it's probably easier I put it on with the bumper. uh, Let me see if I can. All right, so this corner kind of looks like it's shifted. Yeah, because these have to connect back right here. Yeah, because these fell out of somewhere. Okay. All right, I'm gonna see if I can find some more things. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm just trying to see how much I could actually try to get done. So I gotta grab a couple more things. All right, that's my 2 hours. So that's it. I came to the end of my 2 hours. Trying to see if yeah. There's a couple of things I'm see if I could try to find to fix. But this piece is just the one piece that's kind of bothering me. So I'll see if I could if putting it on the car will make it a little bit easier. And then I just put all these pieces in. All right, so everything else is connected. The screws are in. Headlight's not moving. All right, so now I'm gonna put the bumper on. Kind of move this little things up a little. All right. All right, so this side looks like kind of went in good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, so that side clips in. We get the side clip in. All right, this side clip in. All right, we got some of the bumper holding on to that plastic. All right, what I'll probably do is put maybe 1 or 2 screws in here so it don't go nowhere. So I'll just put 2 on that side, and put 2 around this side so it don't go nowhere. All right, so put these 2 right there just to hold it in. Alright, so that side's on. Alright, so other side is on. Alright, Cool. Now I just gotta fix them little pieces that's hanging. So, but first, before I even touch that, what I gotta do is see if I could fix these little pieces. Here's a screw that couldn't be used. So I finally got that one side, but there looks like there's like supposed to be a clip somewhere. Yeah, it looks like there's supposed to be another trim right here that basically holds that piece right there. All right. Let's hurry up and get to the rest of this. So I can go to sleep. Alright. So that's one. That's two. So a little piece right there. All right, before I even worry about that piece, let me put those two screws, those two tins in the corner right here, so we wouldn't have this gap. So I gotta put the two right here, so I wouldn't have no gaps and everything. Then you should have one more that goes down, as how y'all saw me do it from the beginning. So I'm gonna start that right now. I think I got one in. Got the second one in. Alright, so the first one didn't go in. Alright, so I tighten both of them. Now I just gotta do the one that goes back down into the bracket. So that one is from this one is from the fender down into the bracket. And then once that is complete, then I basically could start wrapping up this side and go across. I don't know, I might have to cut the line short so I could text them and tell them they could come and get their car in like 20 minutes. Because it shouldn't take me more than 20 minutes to get this section done. So, honestly, I'm gonna go get some sleep. All right, cool. So the one screw down, the one bolt down, the two that were missing from this side, we just put them in. So those are good, right? I could start by putting up this piece as well, and then just focus on going down and going all around. So I could probably do that. But yeah, all you're just doing is just repeating the same thing that you did when you just started. That's all you're doing. And then what I could do to after putting this in, I could hop up top and put that one bolt in for the fender, and then once I put that one bolt in for the fender, Yeah. So I could put that. So I'm gonna put that one bracket in to this side. And this is the thing about me. When I work on somebody's car and I see more things to get done, I try to. So look at the bracket. You see the bracket? All you gotta do is push it over here. No. All right, got it. You push it over here, slide it in this slot. You hear it clips in. And what I'm gonna do is just use my finger to feed it in. Let me see if I can feed it in. All right, so I just feed it in. Now, get this piece. So, yes, I'm gonna just put this side in. And then only thing should be left for me to take care of is just those bottom bolts. All right, so this side is kind of fully complete. Just have those last pieces and then the rest of the bolts on this side. Then I'm gonna do the other side. But all right, anyways, everybody, I'm gonna basically cut the live off. I just gotta finish this side, put the bracket in, put the other screw in, and then everything, button up back, everything, put it back together, run it one more time, and then once I run it one more time, I mean, honestly, that is it. So that's probably it for tonight for y'all. So anyways, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on. Hey, the haters gotta love us over here. But until next time, stay positive, stay motivated, and we failed the 2 hours because it's 11:23, so we're 23 minutes over our time. I'm still not done. But I got to call these people, and maybe once I call them, I'll probably come back on live real quick. But all right, I'll see you then. Peace out.